F-Zero. When you have no F's to give, you have F-Zero. Welcome back to another episode of Saturday Afternoon Gaming. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and welcome to the SNES Tendo Classic F-Zero. This is a game that is not, believe it or not, in the 1001 Games Just Played Before You Die book. Surprisingly enough, we discovered that this week because we played F-Zero, GX10, The Lone Years, and it was a good game. It actually was quite fun. I did enjoy it. However, it got me thinking that, like, literally my family didn't own any of these, like, iconic... Like, we had Mario World. We didn't have Zelda. We didn't have F-Zero. We didn't have Pilot Wings. We didn't get Contra 3 till a little later on. We had Final Fight and an off-brand pool game. And we had plenty of other Super Nintendo games. I'm, like, blanking on precisely what they were now. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. That was one. There was a couple others. Star Fox, of course, that was a good one. But anyway, you know, like I never played F-Zero. There's two F-Zeros in the 1001 book, but not the original F-Zero. And I kind of think we've talked about this before, but I think the book has some glaring omissions. And I venture to say this is one, because you don't get F-Zero GX 2010, the Ultimate Edition, unless you have F-Zero. So I think, you know, they have two F-Zeros in there. I'm not saying they're not good games. The one we just played this week was pretty decent, but should this one have been in there? I don't know. We're going to find out here today. I just got to set up my controller here, because I guess I did not, so bear with me a moment here. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's hop right into the Grand Prix. We don't need to practice. Now, since playing the GX version, I've since learned that the blue car is Falco, or car, whatever you call it. The hovercraft, the blue hovercraft is Captain Falco. No idea as a kid. Apparently it's not in this game at all. I like how the icons get a little bigger, actually. You know, I've been doing a lot of like sprite artwork because of my own game recently, and I'm noticing they didn't just stretch out the sprite, but like look at this green car. I'm gonna go up for a minute. When it gets smaller, the actual sprite changes. Like the pixel art detail changes, so it's like they weren't just enlarging sprites and calling it a day. I think nowadays that's what I would do, but they were literally drawing two sprites, a small and a big. It's... I don't know, you only notice these things when you're like, you know, deep in the realm of actually doing pixel art. But anyway, Night League sounds good, Beginner sounds good, I like all that stuff. Mute City! Hey! That was in the GX version. Alright, off we go. So, I don't recall what the point of what I'm doing right now is in F-Zero. I know that as you hit the walls, you get energized or something. So I should say that I did play F-Zero as a kid. I remember, I think my dad borrowed a Super Nintendo from somebody, or we rented it or something like that, a couple weeks before we actually bought one. So my parents were divorced when I was a kid. And so I remember going over to my dad's house, and we would, you know, one of the things we like to do is play video games like Nintendo, Super Nintendo. When the Super Nintendo was coming out, I do remember... I think my dad at one point rented the Super Nintendo, and because we really wanted to play Mario World, and it was a thing where like he had to put down like a credit card deposit, oh god, of like $50 or something like that, and that was like kind of unheard of at the time, and also very expensive, and he wasn't expecting that, so that was a surprise. He put the money down though, we got it, which was exciting. Then we spent the whole weekend playing Super Mario World, which was super fun. And I think it might have also had F-Zero. I don't know. I played F-Zero at some point when the Super Nintendo was early. I think really before I owned one. But then eventually when we had a Super Nintendo, I don't remember. We definitely didn't have F-Zero here. So far, though, I feel like this is a pretty good game. At least I'm racing decently. I'm doing better than I did on the GX version. I don't know if there's any other buttons. I guess we should experiment. You can sort of tilt with L and R. Maybe that helps on the hard turns. Oh god. Okay, bumping into other guys is not helpful. Oh my god, and now we're in second? Is it that guy? Is this guy the guy in first? Out of my way, biatch. Oh god. There's a guy who's blinking, which I think means he's about to explode. How did we get third, by the way? We were first for a heck of a long time. I think we like messed up one little thing here, and now all of a sudden we're third. Back to first though, which is where we belong. So F-Zero 99 is that thing that's going around right now. I keep seeing it actually recommended in my YouTube feed, and I keep sort of, I'm not like outright rejecting it, but I also am like not particularly interested in it. You know, it's like, I get it. It's an updated F-Zero with 99 players. It has the original sprite graphics, but they've kind of like enhanced them, I've noticed. They're sort of, you can see like wind blowing past your car, and when the enemies explode, they like really explode. So, I mean, it looks cool. I don't know, it's one of those things, like if you didn't play something as a kid, it's hard to get into it later. I've seen this with movies too, you know, like if you didn't watch a particular movie as a kid, then it might be a classic to many people, but to you, it's not really interesting. So I have this with a couple of movies. Jaws, The Godfather, and there's something else that everybody loves, and I'm just like, meh. And you might be listening to me like, dear God, Jay, you don't like Jaws! And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you don't see it till later in life, it's kind of boring. Okay, I said it. You can leave the terrible, the hating comments down below. But it's true, like, I mean, I'm sure when it came out, like, it was groundbreaking, intense, and all this stuff. But the thing is, you watch it nowadays, and it's a little slow and a little cheesy. And the thing is, because it's one of those things where, like, because Jaws was so influential, it's like modern movies use many of the things that were in Jaws, but they've evolved them. And so if you never watched that evolution, you just saw the final output. You just see the movies that have built off Jaws. Jaws probably looks pretty slow, right? And that's what I'm saying. So it's the same thing with video games, I think. You know, like there are some classic games I love that I know that if you show it to like a teenager nowadays, they would just roll their eyes and be like, this is boring. And it's like, yeah, but this was like the first person shooter, you know? Like, you wouldn't have your Call of Duties and your Halos if you didn't have this, but they don't care, right? So I don't know, movies, games, I don't know, judge me if you want, but what do you guys think? Like, I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. You know, there's certain movies and games, I think that if you don't watch them at the right time, it's harder to appreciate them when you're older. Not saying that no one can appreciate them, but you know, they'll have a more limited audience, I think, and unsophisticated heathens like myself probably, you know, just won't appeal to us. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Have I just lost you? Have you unsubscribed? You're like, well, I'm not gonna stop watching, but I ain't subscribed anymore, buddy. You know, you're voting with your clicks. Teach me a lesson. I like to think we can be honest with each other, guys. We all have different tastes. So you guys probably don't like everything I like, because you're uncultured heathens in my view, but anyway, back to F-Zero. So the cool thing about F-Zero is that it used, oh god, I'm getting electrocuted. Kind of a cool idea. Oh god, I think I killed someone. It's kind of a cool idea that the like rails are electric, and they'll like shock and drain your energy. Crap, we were first for so friggin' long, and then we lose it right at the end. That's the worst. But yeah, it is kind of a cool futuristic racing idea. So F-Zero here famously used mode 7. So this was sort of, I think in the previous video this week where we were playing F-Zero GX, I called this F-Zero virtually a tech demo, which is almost what it is. Like it is a game. It's not truly just a tech demo. Oh god. Okay, hitting that other car like kind of pulled me into the wall, like I'm being magnetized or something. That's weird. Okay, that car is sabotaging me. I'm just gonna try and avoid this guy. Oh my god. I'm getting screwed. Alright, but what we've learned from watching the others race is you don't even have to be in first till the very end, so we're gonna pull their move out of the old rabbit hat if I don't die here, which I am taking a heck of a lot of damage. I will say we finally hit a course that's not really my speed, I guess. Heal me. Oh god, we only have that much life to get through? Oh god. Out of the way. Okay, this is not good. But anyway, mode 7, it's the mode that we're using now to sort of mimic perspective. It's a mode that allowed the Super Nintendo to pull in a texture and like warp it and manipulate it. And it's used in Pilot Wings, it's used here, it's used in Contra 3 for the top-down levels. Anytime you see like a big, you know, horizon, oh god, like in Mario Kart, or like, oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. There's no way. We straight up lost. They killed us on Dune. We'll try this again. Or are we just dead? Yeah, we tried again. I thought in the GX version we had unlimited shots, but then it turned out that we had lives, I just didn't know where they were being listed, and then we died, and like, that was it. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. We are on the easiest, like, cup. There's like the Knight, the Jack, and the Queen cup or something like that. Which, in case you're wondering, are playing card references. Fun fact, the game developers at Nintendo are notorious poker hounds. They're frequently getting in deep with the Yakuza because of their crippling gambling addictions. You're not going to see that in your Miyamoto documentaries. It's a well-believed fact. Look it up. A well-believed fact that I just made up. You guys bought hook, line, and sinker. Alright, we're doing better this time. Now that I know what the track is. I'm also like occasionally taking my foot off the gas. Here's my thing with racing games, okay? I know you're supposed to go fast, which means I guess you're not supposed to brake and stuff. It feels wrong to brake. You know, every time I play a racing game and people like slowly just eventually outlap me and stuff, I always kind of feel like I guess they're holding gas more than me, you know? But sometimes I find that in these games, like, you have to take your foot off the gas and you can steer better, but it feels wrong. It just feels wrong. It's the equivalent of like having a gun in somebody's face in a first-person shooter and deciding, I'm not going to shoot you today. I'm going to lay off that trigger for a bit. But it seems to be essential here because as I let off the gas, I'm actually able to take corners and stuff. Oh, crap. Whoa, I got boosted. I think the second place guy just came and nudged me. Not intentionally, but it certainly did help. I'm pretty sure if I used L and R, I'd be able to power steer as well. But my palms are super sweaty. I'm very nervous here, so I'm not even gonna try. I'm just taking my thumb off the gas is what's working for me. So it's what I'm gonna do. It's what I'm gonna do. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, he pushed me into a wall. Out of the way. It's always like when you're getting near the end, you know? Like I've done like 5 laps perfectly. I'm on like my second last one and I'm starting to screw up to where the guys behind me are starting to pass me. Always goes that way. Oh no, now's my final lap. Get me that sweet, sweet energy. If I die on this lap, well, I mean, nothing will change in life, but it will be disappointing. I won't lie. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it wouldn't be disappointing. But yeah, anyway, should you let go of the gas in racing games? Yay or nay? Especially in F-Zero here. I know when I play Mario Kart, when I played against Jordan, for my, geez, what was it, 800th video? I'm forgetting the numbers we're on now, even. I mean, he's way better at that game than me. Oh yeah, first place. But, you know, he was saying, like, he never lets go of the gas ever, and he does, like, power slides and stuff. So it's like, the trick to racing games is to never let go of gas, but I'm like, how do you do it? I just bump into walls. It'd be like if in a car you only had a gas pedal and no brake. Like, you're telling me you wouldn't get into accidents. Alright, I think this is the final race. This is like the mother load. Oh, there's a booster! Shoot. I remember those from the other game. Oh, here we go. 2 can play the boost game, sir. Ow, ow. If you'd like to slam into some walls, it would really help me. Shoot, he's getting all the boosts. Oh man, when they ram you, it kind of like makes you steer left and right, like it rotates your car in a weird way. Ooh, I'm getting electrocuted. I wonder how they thought of the idea of like electric walls. They're like, we want to make a racing game. Only the walls themselves will kill you. And Miyamoto's like, tell me more. I picture Miyamoto in like a dark mahogany office with like a huge cigar and like a series of like shirtless, muscle-bound henchmen guarding his every move. You know, like a true crime lord. That or he's a pleasant, elderly Japanese family man. One of the two. I prefer crime lord Miyamoto, if I'm being frank. Jesus. Guarding all of Nintendo's most well-kept secrets. His most treasured secret is up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. But also holding A and pressing start's another big secret. It's up there with the Coca-Cola formula. It's wild to think that the formula for Coca-Cola is like unknown. You know, like I know essentially people have like reverse engineered it and stuff, but it's like it's not, I don't know, like have they truly figured it out? Has anyone figured out Coca-Cola? I guess maybe, but also it's not widely distributed. You know what, maybe AI can help us unravel that mystery. You know, maybe in future you can go to AI and say, AI, how do you make a Big Mac like totally authentically? How do you make a Coca-Cola at home? And it will be like, well, follow this and this. I know I've Googled it before, and there are like Coca-Cola like copycat recipes. And I don't know 100% where they came from. I think it's like chefs and stuff figure out like the flavor profile of Coca-Cola and what must be in it. But as far as I know, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, the Coca-Cola formula has never officially leaked. It's like the one secret in the world. Like nuclear secrets got in the hands of Russia, right? You know, like Americans built an atomic bomb and something that could end the world. And like it got into the hands of Russians, right? Like they figured it out. They stole the secrets. Coca-Cola though, Russians never got that baby. You know, like that one is under lock and key. Nobody's getting the Coca-Cola formula. I picture like one day we'll get it, but it'll be like in Star Wars where like many Bothans will have to die for us to actually get it. You know, it's like robbing the Empire of the Death Star plans to get that Coca-Cola formula. And then what do we do when we have it? I don't know. It's like it's like a whole, it's like a utopia is unlocked. Coke is suddenly free. Not that Coke is super expensive. It's pretty reasonably priced if you ask me. Maybe that's why Coke is so busy coming up with all those like, you know, special flavors like vanilla Coke and Coke Cherry and stuff. Because they're sort of like, we need a fallback. You know, it's sort of like investing all your money in just one stock or something. They're like, if that Coke formula ever gets out, what are we going to have? You know, we need backups. We need safety schools. So that, you know, like Cherry Coke is basically like Coke's fallback plan for you know, if the general populace ever gets their greedy little mitts on the Coca-Cola formula. Or maybe Cherry Coke. Or wait, did I say Cherry Coke? I meant Vanilla Coke. Vanilla Coke is truly a treat in life. I will admit I like my sodas. It's one of my vices. I think of it like it's probably very unhealthy for me. Damn it, I keep missing all these goddamn boosts. That's why I'm doing terrible on this. I'm not placing. All my opponents are hitting the friggin' boosts. Except me. Get out of the way! See? They're all hitting boosts and they just fly right by me. But yeah, I picture it sort of like smoking, where like my parents' generation, everybody smoked. They're like, this is probably fine. Now everybody's like dying of horrible lung cancers and stuff. I feel like Coke and sugar and stuff is like that, where I'm like, in fact, I know it's not probably fine. I know I probably should cool it, but it's hard to do, you know? It's too delicious. I think ultimately I'm a weak person, you know, when it comes to willpower and stuff. Are you fucking kidding me? We're in fourth again. Exact same thing happened as last time. We gotta hit a goddamn boost here. Or at least kill someone. Okay, here we go. Fuck, I missed it! It is actually really hard to get in the center of the screen. Like, it's harder... Oh my god, okay, well, we've lost this. It's harder than it looks. It's like avoiding the side... Like, I just missed it again! Fuck! Avoiding the sides is pretty easy. Getting in the goddamn middle of the road is brutal. Like, okay, I'm fourth. Let me just carry on. I don't care. I've gotten first in a couple of races. Doesn't that earn me anything? I think this is kind of bullshit. Like in Mario Kart, if you get in like the top 5 or 6, they let you continue. This you have to be in the top 3? And like again, I've been top 1 in a couple of races. Doesn't that earn me anything? Don't I get any credit for that? I missed it again! What the fuck? I was right in the middle of the road! Oh my god, this is actually annoying me, how precise you have to be for this. Oh yeah, and then when you do hit it, there's a guy right in front of you. Fuck off! Oh my god! Oh, this is just aggravating now. Funny how video games are like simultaneously my source of greatest pleasure and my greatest aggravator in life. You know? Like, I don't think I'm a very stressed person in general, but I never get more stressed than when I'm doing poorly at a video game. I think every gamer can relate. It's like one thing that unites gamers is like, I think every gamer has thrown a controller once in their life. In fact, I would like to know. Oh, get out of my way. I would like to know, unofficial poll here, but what proportion of you guys who play video games have gotten like really pissed at a game before? And you can be honest, you know, no secrets here. Oh god. Half the time when I hit that boost, it's like sends me into the wall, but I'm first. I just gotta not die. We cannot die. Here's the secret to living, guys. If you cannot die, then you're gonna do very well. Secret of video games, secret of everything. Okay, the reason I'm doing so much better now is I'm actually hitting the boosts. It is unbelievable. Like it doesn't look like you have to be very precise, but you really do. Okay, final lap. All I have to do is hit like 2 boosts, and I'm pretty sure I'll come in first place. Go from like 4th or 5th to 1st. But it's just like, can I hit those boosts? Missed that one. There goes that guy. Oh, well, at least I knocked him away from the boost. But now everyone is like, oh, caught up. Are you kidding me? If I do not place right now, oh my god, I will be upset. Oh my god, I missed that boost too. Oh my god. The guy's right behind me. He was being a dick. That, no comment there. Oh my god, there's another one? Yeah, this is where we redeem ourselves. That, it turns out the boosts suck. In the previous F-Zero that we played, the one on GameCube or whatever it was, the boosts were actually pretty good. They helped you, you know, do stuff. Oh god. Oh, well, bumping into that guy actually saved my ass. But, oh, what the hell is this? Oh, that helped. Bumping into that guy saved me too. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm gonna die on this one too. Okay, get out of here. Oh god. It is really hard to like drive in a straight line in this. Like, look at my health. We're not seeing we can't even make it to the end of a cup. Power down. Oh, it's so hard. Oh god. I'm sparking. I'm first though. Little feather in my cap. Oh. Okay, here we go. Oh, power me up! Go! Okay, we got a little power. You do not get enough power from that stuff though. I'm gonna keep using this shortcut. Oh god. Well, that sucked. Now we get one more try. I'm not giving up on that truck, goddammit. I just have to, like, you know, take way less damage. Also, for, like, a lot of racing games, the first time you race on a track, you do very poorly. Because you kind of got to learn the track and stuff, so... It is what it is. Oh, God. Alright. I'm kind of, like, more worried about my damage than my place. Oh, God. Oh, God. Because I kind of feel like as long as I can get through this without getting damaged, I'll be okay, but, this is brutal. Brutal. Well, did I tell you yet that I never played F-Zero growing up? Is it obvious? Can you guys tell? Okay, we're going over here. And, oh, we missed the jump. I like how when we miss a jump, we slow down to 100 kilometers an hour, and it feels like, you know, we're not even moving. Like, it feels so slow. 100 kilometers an hour is really fast, actually. Like, that's Canadian highway speeds. Like, you're going down the 401 if you're going 100 kilometers an hour, you know? Oh, get out of the fucking way. Oh, you bastard. Oh, God. It is amazing how a game where the tracks are actually rather small and you can turn so quickly is, like, so challenging. Oh, yeah, I'm screwed. Oh, my God. Forget about getting in third place. We can't even not die. Okay. Power me up, power me up, power me up, power me up, power me up. I actually took my foot off the gas there to intentionally just... I was like, I'll slow down, I'll stop. Fix me. There we go. Third place. That little shortcut is my ticket to, like, placing. If I can now just not die, that's the key. And you know what I realized is, oh God, some of these turns just really take your foot off the gas. It is not worth it. Arrive alive. Okay, that's enough juice. That'll get me through the final lap. Get out of the way. Okay, here we go. Oh, we missed the jump. But we still are third, fourth. I kind of wish the computer opponents would sometimes explode. Oh, God. Fourth. Okay, we can pass this guy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, we did it! Holy hell, that was a nail biter. Okay, this has got to be it. No more tracks. This is it. We did it. Okay. What rank did we get? We were first, second, first, third. No, wait, that's not correct. I don't know. Oh, this is showing us different laps? We were frequently first in a lot of these things on different laps. It's like first, final lap, fifth. You know, like, such garbage. How often does that happen in real racing, I wonder? Like, how often are you going and getting, like, you're watching somebody who's first for, like, 90% of the race, and then they end up, like, 7th. Because that was happening to us. Look at that, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. Rank. Lap 5, we do terrible. Or I don't even know. I don't even know how to read this high scoreboard. What is happening? Did we win or did we lose? I don't understand. Did we place? They're just unlocked. What are the records now? The record of Mute City. First. Big Blue first. Sand Ocean first. First. No, I wasn't first. Okay, I don't know. I will say the Grand Prix leaves something to be desired. Okay, let's just try one more car. Let's try the pink car. It is cool how it kind of like keeps track of your score and stuff. Like, excuse me, like your time. But like in Mario Kart, like if you get first, third, second, you probably win the whole tournament, right? Like, or you might be close to it, and they usually have rivals and stuff. I feel like this, they just phoned it in. Like, I don't even know how to read that high scoreboard or who was first. Did I win the tournament? I guess I didn't. I don't know. Maybe I did. Who the hell knows? The jumps and stuff are cool. Apparently, by the way, F-Zero is so fast that they couldn't make this 2 players. So they wanted to make this a 2-player game, but the racing action is too fast for the Super Nintendo. So that's where Mario Kart came from. The reason Mario Kart is a kart racer and not like a Formula 1 racer is because the Super Nintendo literally couldn't calculate things fast enough, so they just slow down the speed of the Mario cars. And then eventually they were so slow, they're like, they feel like go-karts. And then the development team actually went to some go-kart arenas and spent afternoons racing to try to get inspiration and ideas and a feel for the physics of racing. Look it up. Maybe I'm lying to you. Maybe all of that's true. You'll never know unless you look it up. I was telling you the truth as far as I understand it, but you know, I've been known to lie, sometimes by accident. You know, I was first for a while there, but as always, can only be first for the early laps. The computer's like, you know what? You go ahead and be first for a bit, feel good about yourself. We'll just sneak in at the very end. You won't even notice us. We'll just pop in right at the end and take first place. It's all good. In fact, we don't even keep track of who actually wins any of these tournaments in the game. It's all just for funsies. Whoa, whoa. Cutting those corners is actually quite handy with the jumps. Okay, actually we did get first place. Or is this now it's the final lap. Okay, here they come. I'm about to lose now. Starting now. Also, who are all these losers on the track that, like the brown cars, we just keep passing? Those guys are just in the way. If the brown cars and the cars about to explode could all just get out of here. The rest of us could race in peace. Alright, the pink car is actually not too bad. I kind of like the pink car. I don't know if it's fast or anything. I think it has slower acceleration but faster top speed than the other car. The blue one, Captain Falcon. Who I'm convinced didn't exist before Smash Brothers. I think they made him up. I think they were short one character and they're like, the guy who pilots the F-Zero car. People were like, somebody pilots the F-Zero car? They're like, yeah, he's been doing it for 20 years. Captain Falcon. He's a part of Nintendo lore. He's a staple around here. We all love the guy. As they're like rapidly drawing and prototyping what he looks like. Oh, I got zapped again. What are these little electrical lines there, I wonder? Oh, there we go. This game feels a little cyberpunky. Whoa, God! Especially when you're racing at night and stuff. It feels a little like Shadowrun and stuff. Ah, God, Shadowrun was such a good game. I have the Shadowrun game that was made, like the more modern one. I think it was made by Harebrained Studios. The guys who would later do the Battletech game. It was really good. And that one's fine, but I mean that Super Nintendo Shadowrun, there's something about cheesy 90s pixel art for a retro 80s style cyberpunk game that everything just feels correct. You know, like the graphics, the sound, the universe, the story, it all just makes sense. I know that people have like hacked Zelda to like randomize the order of items. I wonder if anyone's hacked Shadowrun for the Super Nintendo to like make an expansion. That would be cool. Or it'd be really neat if somebody basically took that Shadowrun and expanded it into like a much more open game. Sort of like what I did with Crescent Hawk's Revenge when I made my Battletech game, but I don't have it in me to do that again. I'm still working on that game. I You know, if I could live 1,000 lives, I would probably take the Shadowrun idea up, but, you know, there's only so much time in the day. I've had other ideas for games over the years, like not just like jokey ones, but ones where I'm like, I legit think if somebody made this, and it got marketed right. I mean, that's the thing, you kind of have to get lucky and hit it big somehow, and I still don't know the secret to that formula. You know, like you look at indie games like, you know, Backpack Hero and stuff, and you're like, man, I probably could have made that if I had just sort of thought of it. Well, which is stupid to say, of course. They thought of it, they did a great job refining it and stuff. It's very creative. It's a great game, Backpack Hero. I think I've played on this channel even. But you know, it's not that it's like it would have been that hard to like develop. It's just that, you know, you only have so much time in your life. So, I mean, I definitely have ideas for other games. And I've kind of thought like maybe one day I'll make another game, you know, but kind of deep in the one I'm working on now. And yeah, it's a little sad to think. All the things that you won't accomplish in your life. Now, geez, now I'm depressing myself. When I die, all the things I won't have done. But you know what I will have done is played 1,001 video games that other people have made. So there's that. We got second on that one. And on my tombstone, it can say he played a lot of games. Here's Jay. Here lies Jay. We hope he liked games, because he sure played a lot of them. And it will be true. I wonder how long my YouTube channel will last. Like, alright, we're talking about death now. When I'm dead and gone, how long is this baby gonna be online for, I wonder? I wonder if, like, in future generations, people will look back and, you know, like, watch me or something? I don't know. Maybe I'll be really big, like, 50 years after my death, like Edgar Allan Poe or something. Unappreciated in his own time, but a savant in years to come. My biggest fans aren't even born yet. They have a future generation that will look back on my unique style of idiocracy and humor and view me as a god. So it is to you future fans that I speak now, and I say, bless all of you, for the people of my time were fools who didn't appreciate the genius that was me. But you do. You know my greatness, and you, sir, are great in consequence. So there, message for future generations. Alternatively, YouTube may just go belly up when I'm an old man before I die, and then that's that. Everything I ever worked for my entire life is just gone. Well, I guess there's other things in my life. I guess the sum of my life is not just playing video games for YouTube. I also dance. It's a lie, I don't dance. I don't know what else I do that would, like, leave a mark on society. I think no matter what you do, it's sort of like the Ozymandias thing. So the Ozymandias poem, oh god, I keep getting tricked by that fake road there. The Ozymandias poem is like somebody who finds an ancient ruin, and on the ruin it says, you know, I am Ozymandias, king of kings, look upon my works in despair. But it's like everything, all his works are just ruins. So it's sort of like, you know, the lesson is no matter how big and important you are in your own lifetime, no matter what grand monuments you might construct, they'll all just fade to sand eventually, you know, and nobody will remember you. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, man. I guess that's true. Okay, now, I don't know what to talk about now. We got so heavy that I'm like, I think I've depressed us all. Let's talk about Coca-Cola again. I like Coca-Cola. Vanilla Coke is particularly delicious, as I've already said. So much so that I have a couple in the fridge. I think I might pop one of those bad boys open after this Grand Prix is over. I thought I was going to end the video after the first Grand Prix, but then I just sort of clicked on another Grand Prix haphazardly. Whoa. And now that we're kind of doing it, I'm like, I'll keep going for a little bit, I guess. As long as we keep placing. I tell you what, the first race that we don't place in, that's when I'll call it. because I do have some other things I gotta do this evening. I am recording this video at night. I frequently do that. It's usually the quiet time for me. When is your quiet time? When is the time that you guys have quiet? For me, it's usually the evening. I feel like if I really, really wanted to, I could probably squeeze in a little gaming time in the morning, but I would feel so guilty because I have tons of stuff I should be doing. And, you know, like emails I'm not looking at, and so it's like, you know, and then when you get home after work and stuff, there's usually like chores and family and all that kind of stuff, so it's like, it's sort of like evening time is my time, you know, so it's like that's when I make my videos and stuff like that. But I don't know, maybe you work like shift work or something, and for you it's like, you know, early, oh god, I bounced around there. For you it's like early in the morning is like when the house is quiet, everyone's asleep, and you get your good gaming time in. I've always thought shift work would be kind of fun. The closest thing I ever did to it was in university. I worked for Blockbuster Video, the store would close at midnight, so it's like if you worked a closing shift, you worked till midnight, and then by the time you walked home, it's like 1 in the morning. So it was quite late. But it was never, you know, like true shift work. Oh, ouch. Somehow we're first on the ice level, which is shocking to me. It feels like we should not be, but I guess, you know what, I'm Canadian. I'm taking to the environment. I'm like, you know what, I was born of this. I was born of winter. Oh, it's still, I thought we were on the final lap. I take it back. They're all about to pass me. I'm going to end up 4th. And this will end our run. Because Jay can never do too good in this game. That's the game's motto. When he's doing good, sabotage. Oh god, now my nose is itchy. Oh, the worst is when your nose is itchy at like a critical point of a video game. And it's getting really itchy. Oh my god, brain, why did you do this to me? It's like your brain knows when your hands are busy. Oh, thank God. Oh, itch. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh my God. Oh, itch. It's like your brain knows when you're busy and it like screws you. The other thing is thinking about yawning makes me yawn. I'm doing it right now. I can't help it. Hey, we were in Whiteland. Now we're in Whiteland 2. Hashtag even whiter. And they're not talking about the weather, folks. This is where all the white people live in F-Zero. F-Zero, when you got no more F's to give. I like that joke. I thought of that this afternoon. I've been waiting all day to use it, alright? Laugh. Laugh, peons. Enjoy my humor. I command it. My future audience loves it. Oh! Well, that was a good way to end the video. I think that's where we will end. Because as I say, I got some stuff to do tonight. Guys, what do you think of F-Zero here? Is it an F yes or an F-U? Let me know in the comments down below. Comment either F yes or F-U. Yeah, one of the games that was not in the 1001 book, despite the moments of aggravation it gave me, despite the fact that it doesn't clearly mark whether you've actually won a tournament or things like that, it was one of the Super Nintendo launch titles. It showed off Mode 7. It is an iconic franchise that has spawned multiple sequels. It is a game that people often want sequels to, and I think it belongs in the 1001 book. I think we've definitely encountered 1001 books from the 1001 games in the 1001 book, Jesus, that we've played and we've been like, this one didn't have to be in there. Rip one of those out. Even rip out one of the F-Zero sequels. I don't know. Throw this one in, I say. I think this one should be in there. Am I crazy? Do I have it right? Is Jaws a boring and uninteresting flick? Let me know down in the comments down below. And as always, guys, I hope you have enjoyed my video, and don't take anything I've said too seriously. I'm just sort of rambling on here about nonsense, so I hope I gave you a chuckle and you enjoyed yourself. If you did, like the video, all that stuff. And other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, my friends, you all take care of yourselves, and peace. Ooh, time for a vanilla Coke. Yes!